Hello, all. It's me, Miss Kirkley, one of your favorite teachers here at the 7th and 8th grade academy. And if I'm not, I will be by the end of these YouTube videos. So today we're talking about solving one-step equations. This is one of my favorite things to talk about. I am a math nerd and I love algebra. So we're getting into some of my favorite stuff now. But first things first, if we're going to talk about solving equations, we need to know one very key vocabulary word, which is inverse operation. So inverse reminds me of the word reverse. So when I'm going in reverse, that means I'm going backwards or I'm undoing something that I had already done. So maybe I had passed a store and I throw my car in reverse. I'm going to be able to undo that and I'm going to be able to get back to where I need to be. So inverse operation means something very similar. It literally means to do the opposite operation. To do the opposite operation. And the reason why this is so important is because when we are talking about doing equations, we're talking about solving for x. And in order to solve for x, we need to strip all of the things that are around x going on in order to get x by itself. Because if x isn't by itself, I truly don't know what x is. It's kind of like when you're around all of your friends and all the commotion, you might be some big person with some big personality, but in reality, you still like to read. You still like to do things that are maybe not something you do when you're around all the craziness of your life. So it's really important that we do inverse operations when we are solving for equations. So in that case, if I saw addition, the inverse operation of that, what is the opposite of addition in that case? Subtraction. That's what I would do. If I see multiplication, the opposite of multiplication is going to be division. If I see division, the opposite of division, multiplication. If I see subtraction, the opposite of subtraction is addition, so on and so forth. So when I see things like that, that's what I'm going to do. Later on, when you go into higher grades, you'll probably see something like, what is the opposite of a square root? And that would be like an exponent of 2. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about basic inverse operations. So what I want to do is I want to have a conversation really quick about problems. So in this case, when I see 3x, that literally means that it's multiplying. Remember, when two things are sitting really, really close to one another, it literally just means multiply. So what is the opposite of multiplication? You can say it in your house. Oh, it's division. That is perfect. So when I am doing this, I'm going to make sure that I'm dividing. But just like fractions, whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. When I do something to one side, I have to do it to the other, or else it's not balanced anymore, and it needs to stay balanced. So that means I'm going to divide both sides by 3. When I do that, this 3x turns into just x, because that times 3 was taken away by that dividing 3. But now I still need to do this. So what's 15 divided by 3? If you said 5, you're right. So x equals 5. That's it. Let's try it again, but with a different operation. So in this case, we see x minus 4. Well, what's happening to x? It's having a minus 4 attached to it. How do I get rid of a subtracting 4? What's the opposite? Adding 4. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides. That's going to get rid of this. So now it's just x. And 12 plus 4 is going to give me 16. So there we go, 16. Then I'm going to do it all over again. So I'm going to go here. I have x plus 3. What's happening to x? Well, there's an adding 3. How do I get rid of an addition? Doing the opposite, which is subtraction. So I would subtract 3 from both sides. X stays by itself because that goes away now. And then 15 minus 3 is going to give us 12. Last one, I have x divided by 4 equals 4. So what's happening to x? It's being divided by 4. Good. So how do I get rid of division? I do the opposite. And what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. So I would multiply by 4 on both sides. And this goes away. So now it's just x. And 4 times 4 is 16. Awesome. So this is really, really good. I want to make sure that I share this out, that we now have this option when we're doing one-step equations. I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, please reach out to your math teacher. And if you would like to see similar content, make sure you hit that like button for me, because that really just helps show me which videos we would like to see. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.